Good morning everybody. Today I am at the Coombabah Lakelands Conservation Area. I've got the bus here from Helensvale, the 7:04 bus to SeaWorld. You go 3 stops and get off at the Gold Coast Highway Marble Arch stop. From there you do have to walk along the Gold Coast Highway. I walked in the bike lane. It is a bit dodgy, so I'd recommend keeping to the side, keep turning around, keep your wits about you, and particularly stop before you make this turn because there are trucks coming in and they will go onto the bike lane, so please do keep your wits about you when you make that turn. From here, it is, according to Google Maps, a 12-minute drive to 12-minute walk to the start of the boardwalk going to the bird hide. Let's see how we get on. Let's hope we see some kangaroos and koalas. I'll keep looking. Fingers crossed. Well, we've made it, but unfortunately it is closed today. There's nothing showing on Google Maps, but it says track closed, mosquito control in progress. Well, I suppose it's good that they are doing mosquito control, but it's sad for us. So, my plan is, I'm here, I'm going to walk back down the road. Now, after you've done this bird hide walk and the mangrove boardwalk, I recommend that you get back on the bus travelling the same direction because there's nowhere to cross. So go on the same direction, head back to Harbour Town. If you then want to head back to Helensvale, you can do an easy change at Harbour Town, but don't cross the road thinking you'll be able to head straight back to Helensvale. That won't happen. So my plan is, I'm going to get back on the bus, head down to Harbour Town and change so I can go to our next trail and try and find kangaroos and koalas over on this trail. Let's see how we get on. Found a caterpillar. Does that count as a first official piece of wildlife? Let's hope so. Alternatively, if you didn't want to head back to Harbour Town on this bus stop, if you walk along, there are traffic lights. Head down to, you can just see the blue in the background, the United 24, and there is a bus stop there that will take you directly back to Helensvale. I'm not sure what's going on, but there's a helicopter that keeps on going around. Attempt number 2 of trying to go to the Coombabah Lakelands. So after my fail at the bird hide walk, I got the 7:04 bus to Harbour Town, then the 7:19 bus which goes to Pine Ridge. Go on that for only 3 stops, get off just after when you see the Coombabah High School, get off at the high school stop, and it's a really easy 7-minute walk on the pavement down to here. Let's see how we get on today. Okay, the plan is I'm going to go along the koala trail, see if we can see any koalas, do the Jabiru circuit, go up, do the boundary trail, and then if I want to I can double back and then come back to catch the bus down on Pine Ridge Road, or alternatively I can go up and then do the boardwalk and catch the bus along here. So I have 2 choices. See how I get on. Let's see if we see any koalas. Just started on the walk and I thought I'd mention a few things beforehand. There are no facilities here, so make sure you pack a lot of water and you go to the toilet beforehand. There is parking if you are going to bring a car, but no facilities. So do bring snacks, bring plenty of water, bring more water than you think you need. I have brought 3.5 litres with me, and I think that I will be finishing all that off because it is very hot today. It's about 25 today. It's impossible to get lost here because everything is so clearly signposted. There are trails which are purely for management, so it will say management trail, so just ignore those and just keep going on the trail you're on. That way you won't get lost and you'll make sure that you'll be able to find your way back. One thing I do recommend, and I always do when I come here, is I take a photo of the map, just so then you can kind of keep an eye on where you are. As I am coming in the springtime, there are some gorgeous flowers, and if you look over there, let's see if I can zoom in, you can see some furry friends. I have been here before when I've counted about 50 kangaroos in this area. They're probably all taking the shade today because it is so hot. But no, it's only 2, so our current count of kangaroos is 2. Found some more of my furry friends. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think I can see. And I've only been walking for about 2 minutes, if that. This place is fantastic. I would say you're guaranteed to see kangaroos. There's never a time which I've come when I haven't seen a kangaroo. There are times when I haven't seen koalas, but I've always seen kangaroos. Be careful when approaching them. I do see people who go up to try and take the selfies and who are successful taking the selfies, but these are wild animals. They are unpredictable, even though they do look very laid back in the shade. So do be careful. Do approach and take a photo if you would like, but be careful, I'd say, with the selfies. There we go. Is there anything more Australian than that? I really should be pressing on with the hike, but I can't get over how beautiful this field is with the lilacs, the reds and the yellows. Ahead of me is the Southport airfield, and I believe they do have a flying club here. I've never seen it in action, but this is where it is if you want to check it out. Here's another example of the really clear signage. So Koala Trail, you have to head to the right, versus, don't want to get away with this runner, versus a management trail straight ahead. So even though there's nothing stopping you from walking, this isn't a public access, so please just don't go down the management trails. 2 more kangaroos. Taking the current total, so we had 2, 8 and then 2 more, so up to 12. So I'm on the koala trail now. When you do this, do look up. Don't get a crick in your neck like I normally do. But do look up, because obviously that will be where the koalas are. They do like to be in the V's of the trees, because then they can just sit and sleep, which I believe they do about 22 hours of the day. I couldn't sleep that long, but good for them. Just look at how beautiful it is here. And this is all open public access, completely free. It's absolutely stunning. We're so lucky, and so lucky to be able to get here on public transportation for people like me who don't have a car. Here's another one of my furry friends, taking the total up to 13. This place is very special. I definitely recommend coming here. I had a feeling this would happen, and the track which I intended to go along the Koala Trail is closed due to the mosquito control. As I'm walking and currently not spotting any koalas or kangaroos, I thought I'd give you a bit of background on the Coombabah wetlands. So I found a bit of information on the internet. Let's see how we get on. So it says that the wetlands at Coombabah are the most southerly lake and coastal swampland system in the southeast Queensland bioregion. It says that Coombabah is an Aboriginal word meaning home of turtles. The site is listed on the Ramsar Register of Significant Wetlands around the world and is part of the Southern Moreton Bay Marine Park. It's located 5 minutes from the Gold Coast's CBD of Southport, and just let these cyclists go past. Morning. And less than 10 kilometres from the high rises of Surfers Paradise. It's very easy to get here from Surfers Paradise. Hop on the tram, go up to Helensvale, and then just get those two buses, the 704, change at Harbour Town, and then the 719 to Coombabah High School. If I were able to go to the bird hide today, it says on this website that there are 227 bird species that have been recorded at the Coombabah wetlands. What a shame that I haven't been able to go today, but that will be a plan for another day. Found a beehive. Never seen that here before. Very good. I've reached the end of the trail and I'm being bitten by a mosquito. And as suspected, this is closed off due to said mosquito control, so hopefully it's going to work. I'm now going to head down the boundary trail and over to the Boardwalk trail. Let's see how we get on. May not be at the bird hide, but seen a special bird, don't know what it is, but I like it. Let's keep going. I'm on my way to the Boardwalk now. Just want to show how beautiful it is. So that's why I've just walked along the other side of the bank to then cross the river. But it's simply stunning. There are houses on this side and then the creek on the other. 1.2 kilometres to go. If at this point of the walk you fancied heading back, you can just progress up to this street and you'll find the bus stop heading back to Harbour Town. Here's another opportunity that after you've done the Boardwalk, you can head on to Helensvale Drive and get the bus. So really easy. From the Boardwalk there, go up and it's about, I don't know, a 3-minute walk. I have done it before. As a warning though, there is only one bus stop on one side of the road. The bus heading north and south picks up from the same side because then it loops around. Oh, did you see that jumping fish? If you're heading south, so back to Harbour Town, you want to catch the bus that says Southport via Harbour Town. Don't do what I do, which is saw Harbour Town, ran for the bus and ended up heading north. Made it to the Boardwalk. I'm going to find a shady spot to have my lunch. Once again, do make sure you pack a lot of water and snacks with you because in the heat you will want to stop off and get some energy. Also make sure you have a hat with you. Do bring some bug spray and make sure you're wearing sun cream. Don't know if you're able to see, but there are lots of fish. Lots of fish in the creek. Here we go, made it to the end of the Boardwalk. Sadly no koalas today, lots of kangaroos. So now that we've officially come to the end of our walk, you have two options. You can either stay on this side of the creek and get the bus back to Harbour Town, or if you're heading further south to Southport and then on to Surfers. I'm gonna keep going, but it's completely up to you. Remember, if you need the toilet, there is actually a toilet over on this side, so you'll just need to exit the Boardwalk and there are public toilets available. Again, if you run out of water, I would suggest calling it quits on the walk because there isn't anywhere to get more fresh water. Thank you for joining me. Until next time.